It all started when I was 8 years old. One night my brother and I were playing PlayStation. I got a bit thirsty, so I got up to grab something to drink from the kitchen. As I was walking toward the fridge, I glanced out the window and saw a strange shadow in the woods outside. I thought it was just a tree branch or something, so I didn't think much of it. I grabbed my drink and went back to the living room to keep playing games with my brother. In the middle of the night, while I was sleeping soundly, I was woken up by the crackling sound of branches snapping outside. I was still very young at the time and got really scared. My heart started racing. I quietly got out of bed, pulled open the curtains, and looked at the trees outside. What I saw was the same shadow as before, nothing particularly unusual. Feeling a bit calmer, I went back to bed and continued sleeping. When I woke up the next morning, I thought what happened last night was just a dream, but I quickly realized I was wrong. After getting up, I went downstairs and made myself a big bowl of cereal. Just as I was about to dig in, I suddenly felt a wave of nausea in my stomach, a sour taste in my mouth, and my intestines twisted as if they were tied in knots. I rushed to the bathroom and threw up, vomiting out a sticky green substance. But I barely ate anything yesterday. What was going on? My mom heard the commotion and immediately came in to help me clean up. Afterwards, she took me to the hospital, where the doctor ran several tests, but the results showed there was nothing abnormal with my body. He told us to go home and observe for a few days, saying it probably wasn't anything serious. Over the next few months, I really didn't feel unwell at all. Then one day, my cousin came over to play. The two of us were bouncing up and down on the trampoline in the backyard when I suddenly felt sick to my stomach again. But this time it was a bit different. I didn't throw up, I just felt extremely nauseous and uncomfortable. I ran to tell my mom, and she said I was probably just having low blood sugar, and that eating something would make me feel better. After my cousin went home, everything went back to normal. That night, I was woken up again in the middle of the night by the sound of branches. This time, what I saw outside the window made my heart sink. It was the silhouette of a woman. I was so scared I couldn't move, and suddenly a sharp pain shot through my chest and arms. I screamed as hard as I could. My parents rushed into the room when they heard me, comforting me while calling an ambulance. I must have passed out after that because when I opened my eyes again, I was already lying in a hospital bed. I stayed in the hospital for 2 days before I fully recovered. In the years that followed, that terrifying woman never appeared again. When I was about 16, my dad's company organized an overseas trip for employees and their families. As I was excitedly packing my luggage, a sudden, inexplicable wave of anxiety swept over me again. I thought to myself, no way, right? I immediately turned to look out the window and froze. After all these years, that woman appeared again.
Follow or subscribe for part 2.